position number 1. We'll move on to position number 2. Moving on to position number 3, starting from the 3rd note of the scale, which is A. And the next position. Next position. And that's the final position. Now at that point we're back to the beginning, which is what we did in the open string, but I'll show you that anyway so you know what that looks like. You probably know this scale already. It's the standard pentatonic box. Now as far as the fingering, you can finger it however you feel comfortable. I'm not one of those guys that thinks it has to be fingered this way, because sometimes you come up with your own way of fingering things and you can play things that you normally wouldn't have played. So you can go 1, 3, 1, 3 all the way and play the whole thing with these 2 fingers, or you can use your 4th finger. Logically, it makes sense that you would use your 4th finger on the 4-fret spreads and use your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret spreads. But I'm going to leave that up to you. All right, now what we're going to do is get into basic approaches for using this scale. And, all the stuff I show you is going to be things that are more tied into my style of guitar playing, because, I can only really show you what I know. So starting off, I'm going to demonstrate a pentatonic style approach. This is something that I use in one of my songs, on a song called Scared of You. And basically what I'm doing here is I'm going to use open strings combined with fretted notes, and what happens, it makes for a bigger sound. And basically what I'll just demonstrate a variation of this approach, and then I'll slow it down and dissect it so you can see exactly what it is that I'm doing. Okay, now the reason I'm showing you that is basically to demonstrate this open string pentatonic technique. And this works really well, obviously, in the key of E, because it's a guitar key. The guitar is tuned naturally to open E and open B here. So basically what I'll do is I'll kind of slow down and dissect what I'm doing here. The next approach I'm going to show you with the pentatonics is more of a single note line. And this lick is going to go across the strings. We're going to tune down the low string to a D. And this lick is off of another song of mine, actually, called I Can Make You Happy. And it's a real straight pentatonic scale lick. What makes it unique is the way the notes are phrased. They're sort of phrased and grouped in fives, in five-note groupings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so I guess basically what I will do is play this fast, and then I will show it to you slow so you understand how to do it yourself. Okay, so now what I'll do is I will play this at a slower tempo so you can get an idea of what I'm doing. I want to talk to you a minute about the right hand approach on this particular phrase, the way I'm picking it. It's pretty normal up to that point, but then here, there's a little switch around that I want to demonstrate. Right there. It's 2 downstrokes. And at the end, I'm not really picking anything at the end. But the thing there is to catch how this action. Because that's where the accent's coming from. Here's another pentatonic-based lick that I use. This is more of a technique that I do, that I'll demonstrate. And I'll start out with a very simple explanation of it. And what it is, it involves barring and sliding. So you're sort of barring with your first finger. And for those of you that don't know what that means, that's simply when you play more than one string, you know, on the same fret, like that. So I'm barring. We'll start out in this position. I'm barring on the 12th fret, and so we're getting the notes B and E right there. And what I'm going to show you is this sort of a it's like that sort of technique. And I'll play it at a faster speed so you can get the idea, and then I'll slow it down for you.